Have you ever noticed that the people who hurt you somehow keep finding their way back into your life? And no matter how much you try to move on, they appear again, often when you least expect it. It's confusing, frustrating, and sometimes it feels like your heart just can't escape the pattern. But there's a reason this keeps happening, and understanding it is the first step to breaking free. First, let's talk about familiarity. People often come back because they are familiar to you. Not necessarily because they've changed, but because your mind associates them with certain emotions you've learned to tolerate, even if they hurt you. Familiarity can feel safe, even when it's damaging. Then there's unresolved energy. Every time someone hurts you, part of you is left processing that pain. And until that energy is fully acknowledged and healed, it can attract similar people or even the same person back, creating a loop that feels impossible to break. Another reason is timing. Sometimes they come back at a moment when you're vulnerable or questioning your worth. And in that vulnerability, your mind remembers the good times, the connection, and the hope that maybe this time will be different. But here's the truth. When someone repeatedly hurts you, their return is not proof of love. It's not a second chance unless real change has happened. And change doesn't happen overnight, or just because they say it. Change is shown through consistent actions over time. There's also the idea of lessons. Every person who comes back into your life, especially those who hurt you, is giving you a mirror. They show you patterns you might not see in yourself. Maybe you stay too long. Maybe you give too much. Maybe you excuse behavior that shouldn't be excused. Their return is an opportunity to notice, reflect, and grow. And sometimes people return because they are learning too. Not everyone leaves because they want to hurt you. Some leave because they need to grow, and then come back with awareness. But even then, you have the right to protect your energy. Their growth does not obligate you to repeat the past. You reading this right now, you need to understand that their return is not about your failure. It's not about your worth. It's about understanding patterns, setting boundaries, and choosing yourself first. So how do you stop this cycle? Start by recognizing the pattern. Notice the triggers, the moments you feel drawn back, and the reasons you let them in again. Then, practice clear boundaries. Say no when something doesn't feel right. Protect your emotional space like it's sacred, because it is. And finally, work on your inner healing. The stronger your connection with yourself, the less likely you are to allow someone back who drains you or confuses you. Real change begins inside. Remember, their return is not a test of your heart. It's a test of your awareness. And with awareness, you can choose differently. You can choose peace over chaos, clarity over confusion, and yourself over patterns that no longer serve you. So if someone keeps coming back into your life only to hurt you, pay attention. Learn from it. And when the lesson is clear, walk away. Because freedom isn't just about leaving them behind, it's about leaving the cycle behind. Many of us have experienced the confusing emotions that arise when someone who has caused us pain re-emerges in our lives. It's a dance between nostalgia and self-preservation, where every fleeting moment spent reminiscing is met with a heavy weight of past hurt. You might find yourself questioning why you even entertained thoughts of reconciliation, as echoes of hurtful words resurface, mingling with those memories of laughter and connection. This back and forth can take a toll, leaving you feeling exhausted and uncertain of what to do next. It's essential to step back and actively evaluate the dynamics at play, recognizing that patterns do not define you. Your actions and choices do. The willingness to engage with painful history doesn't mean you should forgive and forget, but rather, it serves as a chance to cultivate self-awareness and establish the firm boundaries needed to protect your heart. Amidst this emotional turbulence, it's crucial to reflect on why certain individuals hold such sway over your thoughts and feelings. These connections may stem from shared experiences that foster a sense of understanding, or perhaps from moments of vulnerability that stripped away defenses. Recognizing this dynamic allows you to see beyond the fog of nostalgia, revealing a clearer picture of your needs and values. It's an opportunity to confront the uncomfortable truths about these recurring patterns, instead of succumbing to the alluring pull of familiarity. By examining these influences, you position yourself not as a victim of circumstance, but as an empowered individual ready to reclaim their narrative. The journey toward healing isn't linear. It is filled with twists and turns, but each step brings you closer to breaking free from the cycle of hurt. You have the strength to rewrite your story and find peace away from the chaos that has previously defined your relationships. The first step in this transformative journey is to recognize that understanding these patterns is not just an acknowledgement of the past, but also an invitation to craft a brighter future. It's vital to confront the difficult emotions tied to these individuals, not only to learn from them, but to protect yourself from their influence. You deserve relationships that nourish your spirit and align with your true self, not ones that perpetuate the pain of yesterday. Embracing your worth means having the courage to let go, to walk away from familiarity that no longer serves you, and to open yourself up to experiences and connections that empower rather than diminish you. As you navigate this path of self-discovery, remind yourself that healing is an ongoing process. Celebrate each victory along the way, no matter how small, and trust that every step taken away from the cycle brings you closer to the life you envision. As you begin to implement these changes, it's crucial to understand that healing isn't about haste. It's about patience and compassion for yourself. Acknowledge the feelings that arise when past lovers or friends reach out, but don't let those emotions dictate your actions. Instead, take a moment to breathe, reflect, and decide whether engaging with them aligns with your newfound boundaries and self-worth. This awareness empowers you to make choices rooted in growth and respect for your emotional landscape. Each time you assert your needs, you reinforce your commitment to a healthier mindset and a life free from repeating cycles. Over time, this practice will help cultivate emotional resilience, guiding you toward relationships that uplift rather than deplete you, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling existence. Understanding the deeper reasons why these individuals keep returning is crucial. It's not solely about them, it's also about your own growth. Each encounter brings a lesson, a chance to evaluate how you respond and what you allow into your life. Think about the energy you attract. When you're not fully healed, unresolved feelings can create a magnetic pull towards similar experiences. Recognize that this isn't just a matter of choice for them, but a reflection of your unresolved issues. By addressing and understanding these elements, you can start to shift the dynamic of your relationships. Remember, the journey involves digging deep and acknowledging your own role in these patterns. In the midst of this complex emotional landscape, it's vital to remind yourself that healing requires time and kindness. Each time you're tempted to open the door to the past, pause and evaluate if it aligns with your present. Choosing to step away from the cycle of hurt empowers you to reclaim your narrative. As you prioritize your peace, remember that true transformation starts within. By letting go of unresolved energy and fostering self-love, you create space for healthier connections that align with your true self, ultimately leading to a brighter future.